When HP says the C8180 is designed for wireless use, they're not kidding. It's got both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth wireless built in, and it performs flawlessly in both environments. Let me begin by describing the difference between Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, because they're both wireless networking standards. Wi-Fi is how we connect to the internet. It's called 802.11 as well as Wi-Fi, and it really replaces the Ethernet cables in our homes. So it's typically how the computers connect to the internet, although the computers will also connect to peripheral devices using Wi-Fi as well. Bluetooth can be used on your computer, and typically speaking, it replaces the USB cables on your computer. So you can use it for things like keyboards and mice. But we find it a lot more often in things like our mobility devices, like our cameras and phones. These mobility devices have Bluetooth built in, and for example, in most cell phones, it'll allow you to put a headset on so you can have a wireless headset. But the benefit is when we have camera phones, ones like my BlackBerry here that has a built-in digital camera. In that case, I can use Bluetooth to send the images to devices like my computer or send them to the printer. And the printer then recognizes that I'm sending a picture to it and allows me to print it. So it's how I can connect my camera to the printer for actual printing. Now, one of the real keys to a device like the C8180 is this interface screen we see here. All the power that it has would be nowhere near as impressive if it were not for this excellent interface. And let me show you how that interface screen works by showing you how we actually go about setting up a network. Because setting up a Wi-Fi network with a multifunction device used to be a little bit of a technical task. It is as simple now as connecting your computer to a wireless network. You just tap on the setup button and up comes my different options, including networking. I go into networking, and down right here at the bottom is a wireless setup wizard. Same kind of idea as we'd have in Windows or the Mac. It's going to now go out and search my local area, finding any wireless routers that are available. When it finds a wireless router, the screen will refresh and will tell me I found this or that wireless network. Would you like to connect? And here it's come up and it says, I found your Apple Airport, Steve. What do you want me to do? I'm going to say, let's connect to that one. I bring it up. If I've got any SSID or I've got any encryption, I can enter those keys now. I don't have any encryption set up on this one, so I just say, okay. And now it's going to go through and it's going to connect to the network. And it doesn't leave me in the dark as to whether or not it's successfully connected. It'll go out, make sure it grabs an IP address, does everything that it needs, and then it'll come back and tell me without any doubt, this is connected to the network. And we'll see that in just a second. And there it is. It's connected to the network. So now I know I have a clean network connection. So now I can go on any of my wireless devices, any of my Macs or PCs that are installed to run the C8180. And then down here I have the HP Device Manager. If I open that up, over the wireless network now, I can manage it as though I was connected by a USB local cable. I can make copies, I can scan pictures, I can scan in for optical character recognition. Everything that I could do if I was wired into the printer, I can do now wirelessly. Now let's show you the next phase of wireless networking, which is Bluetooth. So let's go back into our setup menu and let's scroll down and take a look at the Bluetooth settings. So when I open the Bluetooth menu, it's very similar to the Wi-Fi menu with one subtle difference. Instead of living on a network with a whole bunch of different peripherals, Bluetooth devices talk one peripheral to one peripheral. So typically speaking, we have a phone that talks to a single headset. We call that pairing, where we actually create a connection between two devices. So if we take a look here in the menu, we have two things to do. We have to make sure that we have visibility turned on. That's so that one device can discover the other device. That is turned on. The next thing we have to do is we have to check the pass key, because we want a certain level of security. We don't want just anybody being able to connect by Bluetooth to our printer. We want to make sure that it's somebody that has permission. So a pass key allows us to set a code in so that everybody can't just connect. Now the default is 0000. You can change that if you want. I won't bother. Once that's all done and set up, then we take our device that we want to connect with. In this case, we're going to connect with our BlackBerry. When I open the BlackBerry and go down into my main applications area, I've got a Bluetooth management screen right here, setting up Bluetooth. Now what will happen is, just like dealing with the wireless network, it will scan the area for different Bluetooth devices, ones that it can pair with. So it's going to look now through the local area and it's going to find whatever Bluetooth devices are around. And it's actually found 3 different devices. Let's take a look at what they are. It has found the HP PhotoSmart C8100 series, good. It's found my MacBook Air, and it's also found a local cell phone. I'm going to have it connect to the C8100. Once I do that, it's now going to ask me for the pass key. We know that it's 0000. I enter that, and now the BlackBerry is pairing with the C8180. So now I can send files from my BlackBerry to the C8180. And I could have paired my BlackBerry, of course, to the MacBook or any of the other devices in the area as well. Now the benefit of pairing is now I can print. I've got a little 1.2 megapixel digital camera here, and yesterday I was out with Emma doing some pottery, and we took some pictures of her doing this pottery. So let me open up one of those pictures. And here's the picture of Emma concentrating hard on her painting of pottery. Now, I want to print this picture, but you won't find a print menu in camera phones. Instead, what you'll find is send using Bluetooth. Now, I can send this using Bluetooth to a computer that I'm paired with, or I can send it to an imaging device like the multifunction device that I have here. So I'm going to click on send using Bluetooth, and then it gives me an option of what I want to send it to based on the different devices that it's paired to. I'm going to choose the C8100. Click send, and now what's happening is it is actually sending the file through Bluetooth to the multifunction device. And then the multifunction device is very intelligent as well. Not only is it going to receive this file, it's going to say, oh, wait a minute, that's a photo, and it's formatted to print off on 4x6. So it's going to choose the appropriate paper tray, and then it's going to print it using that paper tray. And even with a little 1.2 megapixel digital camera that I have in my cell phone, I'm going to get an absolutely brilliant print out of it. The PhotoSmart C8180 is the most complete all-in-one that I've ever had the pleasure of using. The CD-DVD burner, it's a stroke of genius, and it makes an already compelling product groundbreaking. The moment that I saw this device, the drive in the printer, I hoped that it would work the way I envisioned it, and it does. It's wireless, it's networkable, it's got a CD-DVD burner, it's a scanner, copier, and by the way, it is a simply amazing printer that will print out photos that look like photo finishers produce them very, very fast. And this print will last for generations. You know that bar that we alluded to off the top of the show today? It's now in the stratosphere. It is rare air up there. But I think the PhotoSmart 8180 likes the view from the top.